Hey there YouTube, this is M10-3 on Dual Jump Channel. Sorry guys, if you can't quite hear me, I'll try to boost the sound as best I can with the editor program. The future missus is kinda asleep right now, and I'll try to be as quiet as I can. But there's a couple of things I really want to talk about between cards and the 37 deck theory and a bunch of other things that I just really think should be kinda addressed right now. Let me zero this out. Anyways, first things first, this is my Firefist deck profile. This is my most recent deck. I'm just going to quickly go over it because obviously you guys know what's pretty much in the Firefist deck. Pretty much your triple bear for your free pop and search for any spell fire information that you need. Gorilla, which I like to play 2 Gorilla. Most people just like to do the 1, which I think it's asinine between back row and just consistency for the 4-axis engine. It's just, yeah. But yeah, you would destroy a monster, and then of course you can search out any spell fire formation. Um, Dragon, and whenever a fire formation is activated, you can search out a trap fire formation from your deck. Also, you can send 2 fire formation traps directly from your deck to the graveyard, or not the deck, from the field to the graveyard. Special summon a Firefist monster from your graveyard, which is pretty much your generic monster reborn right now. Which people say to use Soul Charge. I don't like Soul Charge; too much of a cost to me. Especially when I have a bunch of dead fire formations laying on the field, just wait for me to use them. Next, of course, is Triple Leopard. Leopard, basically, you contribute 1 Firefist monster, including itself. You know, you can just basically summon it, tribute it, and search for any fire formation that you want. This is like one of the best cards I've ever seen for this deck, and I don't think they've made anything higher than a common for it. So, get working, Konami. Next would be Spirit, of course. This is like your main guy for the 3-axis engine of it. Basically, when it's normal summon, you can special summon a a level 3 fire monster from your graveyard, and basically then and the only way you can use this for a synchro summon is for a Beast Warrior type synchro. So it's a really good card. It just allows you to do a lot of plays. Rooster is yet again one of the best cards in this deck. Basically, when special summon, you can search a Fire Fist monster to your hand. Also, you can give up a fire formation to set another fire formation. So basically, if you already have a dead Tanky, you can get rid of that Tanky for a brand new one. So it's pretty awesome. Of course, then the Wolf Bark for the last little round bit of the 4-axis. Then, of course, I love to do triple Tensen, which most people don't even like Tensen more than 1 or 2, and I think that's just asinine because Tensen's a great card. It's, you know, a damage set plus 1000, and why would you not want that? Not to mention, it gives everyone else 300 boost. And that's the thing, though, it's just, with this deck, you just want to get a little bit more, just a little bit over. You don't have to worry about just completely slaughtering your opponent, which most decks seem to be wanting to do nowadays. Next is Kaio. It's another card you can activate during the damage step, gives you plus 300 and allows piercing. And oh yeah, Tenzin allows you get to also target a monster, gives them plus 700 if you did not know that. Sorry. Next would be Torrential, basically blow up the field. Bottomless Trap Hole, great card for freaking pendulums, for obvious reasons. Compulse, I'm kind of debating to keep the Compulse in. Basically, it's just an anti-Exe without really a cost. It's just get rid of it. Solemn Warning, of course, the staple. Time Space Trap Hole, and this is one of the cards I really wanted to talk about. I'll talk about this card right after I get done with the deck profile, and then we'll get right into it. Next would be, of course, the Triple Mirror Force, which I love. Mirror Force at 3. Most people just say, why would you run more than 2? 2's, you know, enough. 3's cloggy. I'm like, no, it's not. You know, with all the other searching I'm doing and everything else, you know, I'm going to draw into a meter force pretty easily, and I can just set one, whatever. We're not in a heavy storm format anymore. You know, not people are going to be demolishing your back row nearly as bad as it used to be. So why not? Of course, Tenki for your search, Gyoko to stop your opponent from playing their face downs, Tensu for the additional normal summon. I was doing 3, but 2 is perfectly fine. 3 can be kind of cloggy. And of course, triple Lance. And one of the biggest things with Lance right now is skill drain hurts this deck really bad. And there's a lot of times when you need pretty much a Lance, either your Gorilla or even Cardinal, just to get rid of their freaking shit. And most people kill me when they say, you know, you shouldn't run Lance and Fire Fist. It's just stupid. And of course, Upstart Goblin, of course, for the 37 deck theory. Okay. I mean, you guys already know the extra deck. One Land Emperor, two Cardinals, triple Bear, or not Bear, Tiger King, one Horse Prince, and one um, Blue Series. Alright, real quick. Something about the 37 deck theory that I do not like. Biggest thing, it is misleading. When people say that, you're playing your deck as if you have 37 cards, it's not really true. You're basically playing it as that you have 40 cards, no matter what. That's just you have 40 cards. 3 of those cards can get you into the next card automatically. Now, think of it like this. First turn you activate Upstart, you get 1 card. Okay, that's, you went first, so that's 6 cards. Okay, so now you have a 34 card deck. So now you have one out of 34 chance of actually drawing something. Okay, that's fine. Next turn you draw into your other Upstart. Your deck's at 33. You draw again 32 cards. Then yet again, then yet again, then yet again. But if you automatically started with just 37 cards just to begin with, your hand would make it automatically down to 32 cards. Instead of being turn 3 at 32, of course, if you didn't do any of the engine or anything like that. And when people try to say, everything needs to be 37 deck, 37 card theory, I don't like it because so many people get caught up in the idea of like, that's such a good idea. I can have 37 cards. It's a good way to cheat the rules. You're not really cheating. You're just kind of giving yourself a +1. And that's all Upstart is. Patrick Coban made he made a deck that had it, plus Reckless and everything else. And people just went nuts over it. And there's no reason for that. It's, if you actually do the math, you might, it's still a 40 card deck. You just get the +1, just the extra one, which can help in a lot of times, don't get me wrong. But in comparison to an actual 37 card deck, it's, the numbers are staggering because each time you get smaller and smaller, it's just, the ratios just jump and grow exponentially in difference. So you really need to think about stuff like that. Other thing is, real quick, time space travel. I don't hate this card, but I don't love this card at the same time. I want to give a quick review of it. When your opponent special summons a monster or monster, so basically it works the same as Bottomless. But yeah, from the hand or extra deck, which is actually pretty good. The only bad thing is it doesn't do graveyard or deck or out of play. So it's kind of at that point. Shuffle the monsters into the deck, then you lose 1,000 life points for each monster returned. Now, the 1,000 point thing is not that big of a deal. People use Soul Charge all the time, and it's like they're going to have to balance. If they're going to run this card, they're going to have to balance that card, this card and Soul Charge because obviously you're going to run out of life points before anything else. It's just kind of dumb. Another thing is this card is mainly meant for pendulum summoning because where do pendulum monsters come from? From the hand or extra deck. That's pretty much it. And this card is good. It's good for when your opponent likes to just spam out a bunch of monsters from their hand. If they just decide to go, okay, then I'll do this, then I'll do this, then I'll do this, and even you can just do the 1,000 just to get rid of that Dracosac Exonite. Well, maybe not Exonite because that doesn't really matter, but you know what I mean. The 101 Shark. If your opponent is playing, gosh, man, if your opponent likes to play Shaddolls, you can get rid of their Midrash or their other fusion. There's a lot of good things out of this just by paying a simple 1,000, get rid of it back into the deck, which is much more useful than just to the hand because your opponent can go right back into it. But this is my biggest problem with this card. I've had more dead draws with this card than anything else because obviously I want to try to get as much as I can out of it because it's 1,000 point cost. That's a lot to give up just for one monster. Bottomless Trample, it's a one-time use. They have to have 1,500 more attack, but still, that's just, it's not nearly as costly as this card. But yeah, one of the biggest things right now for me, it's like it's not a counter trap card, and a lot of people are gonna say, well, that's no big deal. There's only one counter trap card that's used as a staple for every deck, and I understand that. I give you that. But for me, the counter, like making it as a spell speed of 3 would give a little bit more added security to it. Because yet again, this is mainly just meant for pendulums, and it's a very expensive card right now, like around $15, which to me that's expensive. I don't know about you guys, but that's just me. And I can see some people running triple this, like how they ran triple of solar recharge, and they still do. No, not solar recharge, soul charge. Sorry guys, it's that time of the night. It's like 2:30 in the morning. But anyways, it's one of those things. I have to have confidence in this card of going off and going off correctly to give me a plus for me to use it on a consistent basis. Torrential is obviously, it blows up my stuff too, so I have to kind of just say either, just screw it all or save it for a time where it's best to use it. And most of the time, it's just better to say screw it all, stop their engine, stop what they're doing, then go, maybe get hit a little bit, maybe some other things, who knows, and then go for your next turn and start going ham. Bottomless is pretty much the same thing. Usually you only use it on a really big monster because it's not very often that 2 monsters over 1500 get summoned at the same time. It does happen from time to time, especially when Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon was very big at one point, with him banishing and coming back at the same time. It was very interesting, combos too. Okay, Bottomless, and now it doesn't come back. So it was one of the things, it was a consistent theme. But yet again, if people bring out, excuse me, a Dracosac, which is, I know it's, everyone says Dracosac. But any big beat stick or something that's just going to be very problematic over 1500, just go ahead and use Bottomless. You just might as well do it. Compulse is pretty much the anti-X. I actually see them bring Compulse back up to like 2. Maybe it will, really depends on how they want to kind of move the format. They might move it to a little bit faster. You might want to move it to a little slower, or just stay where it is. So Compulse is just kind of be what it's at. Of course, Solemn Warning, which I think Solemn Warning is a better card than Solemn Judgment, because it's a constant 2000. Judgment is only seriously, seriously not good in late game. Warning is pretty good. Is pretty much a good card throughout the whole game except for late game. So yeah, but yet again, it has that counter trap card. You pay 2,000 life points, just stop your opponent from summoning. In general, and that's it. But time-space trap hole doesn't have that security with me. It doesn't have that, okay, this is going to be a new staple feel to me right now. It's really a tech choice right now. So if you guys, if you guys agree with me, please leave a comment. If you guys don't agree with me, please still leave a comment. Either way, down below there will be 2 links: the Duels on Facebook page and also me on Twitter. Please check both of them out. Also, if you guys want to ever come back to the video and just check, just get a quick list of the deck, there will be a whole list of the deck down below. So please, please subscribe, please like, comment, and everything else. And as always, thanks for watching.